After the passing of King Von on November 6, 2020, Lil Durk paid an emotional tribute to King Von on his Instagram page after his death, and it left fans a little confused and wondering if they're biological brothers. It's no longer news that Davon Daquan Bennett, also known as King Von, was among the 3 people shot dead outside an Atlanta nightclub on Friday, November 6, 2020. According to Sky News report, the Chicago-based rapper was approached by 2 men in a car park after leaving Opium nightclub. After King Von's death, tributes have been flooding social media, including that of his fellow rapper Lil Durk. In his Instagram post, he referred to the rapper as a twin and baby bro. To find out more, keep watching as we'll be giving you the details. How did Lil Durk discover the death of King Von? Lil Durk learned about Von's death on his Instagram Live when his followers informed him of the reports. His Instagram tribute is the first time he's spoken out about his friend's fatal shooting. When Lil Durk discovered the shooting that King Von was involved in, he ended his Instagram Live to find out what happened. A lot of people were saying he set up his fellow rapper King Von to be shot, but that's not true because due to the legal issue that he both had with King Von, they were not allowed to be together in real life. Neither were they expected to communicate with each other. Lil Durk would have been with King Von that night if there were no legal restrictions on them. After Lil Durk made a post about King Von's passing, he deactivated his Instagram account for a while. Nobody knew why he did that, but it could be a way of paying his respect to his friend. Are King Von and Lil Durk brothers? No, they are not. In Lil Durk's Instagram tribute to King Von, he made the statement, "I love you, baby bro." And this statement got many people wondering if they're biological brothers, but they're not. They're not brothers, but only very close friends. They were good friends since childhood until King Von died in 2021, and Lil Durk has been promoting Von's works even after his death. How do King Von and Lil Durk know each other? Indeed, King Von and Lil Durk are not twins or biological brothers. Lil Durk only referred to him like that in his Instagram tribute because they've been childhood friends. Lil Durk and King Von grew up in the O Block area of Chicago and have been good friends ever since then. King Von was 2 years younger than Lil Durk, which is why he referred to him as his baby bro. The friendship between Lil Durk and King Von grew more robust in 2018 when Lil Durk signed King Von to his record label, Only the Family, and then later signed him to Empire Distribution. They collaborated on several occasions over the years, especially with their famous tracks being Crazy Story in 2019 and Like That in 2020. Lil Durk took King Von on tour with him to aid the rapper's popularity and make a name in the rap industry for himself. King Von's music manager. DJ Academics was the name of King Von's music manager, and he claimed that he was with him the night that everything happened. DJ Academics was also affected that night. King Von was shot because he was also shot in his leg. He was standing beside King Von during the incident. During one of DJ Academics' interviews after King Von's death, he narrated the whole thing that went down that night. He said Von was at his album release party on that night, celebrating the release of his album, Welcome to O Block. After the party was over, they all left the party and moved to a second party that many people were unaware of. Quando Rondo was at the second club where King Von and his manager went. Quando Rondo and his crew were recording some sort of an Instagram live video at the club. King Von's manager said in his interview that King Von was not in his right state of mind, and he wasn't acting like his usual self, probably because of the stress he had to go through to release his debut album. On arriving at the second club, King Von sat in his car parked outside the club, just relaxing on his phone, when one of his boys, who was also a rapper, informed him that Quando Rondo was also outside the club in his car. Immediately, when King Von heard that, he jumped out of his car so fast that nobody knew what was going on. King Von approached Quando Rondo, and according to what the surveillance footage captured, they had a brawl. DJ Academics said it wasn't the police who killed King Von, but he said the police did engage in a shootout with other armed individuals who were there. Academics also added that King Von was unarmed during the incident. A statement from Atlanta Police Deputy Chief Timothy Peake also confirmed officers' involvement in the shooting. He said there was an incident where 2 groups of individuals got into a physical altercation. The physical altercation escalated into an exchange of gunfire with those groups. Peake also said 2 police officers who were working at that particular club or lounge noticed the gunfire, the altercation, and engaged some of the people involved. There was an exchange of gunfire with police as well. According to Peake, 2 others, apart from King Von, were also killed in the shooting. 2 more are currently in stable condition. Lil Durk pays tribute to King Von. After King Von's death, Lil Durk deactivated his Instagram account on November 7th. On Sunday, December 20th, 2020, he returned to the platform with many tributes to the late rapper, along with the surprise announcement of his new single, Backdoor, which was released on Monday, December 21. The song comes with a music video and finds Durk wearing Von's signature O-Block chain to represent the area they're from in Chicago. In the track, Lil Durk raps, "You weren't on that block when shit was going on, and I wasn't worrying about the other side when that shit was going on, and we don't hang with different. Don't ask us what we on. The only time we'll beat the case, you pull out camera phones." Lil Durk announced his return to social media by posting a photo of himself with the hashtag #DoItForVon in the caption, followed by two other posts promoting the visual and using the same hashtag. King Von was shot and killed on November 6th during an altercation outside an Atlanta nightclub. He was transported to the hospital in critical condition and died later that day at 26. Before Lil Durk deactivated his Instagram account in November, Lil Durk paid tribute to Von by sharing a photo of the rapper with a message, "My twin gone," he said. "I love you, baby bro, D. Roy." What you should know about Lil Durk. Durk Derek Banks, whose stage name is Lil Durk, was born on October 19, 1992. He's an American rapper, singer, songwriter, and record executive. He's the lead member and founder of the collective and record label Only the Family. Lil Durk spent much of his early days at home with a great deal of responsibility as his father was incarcerated when he was 7 months old. He said there were times when he didn't have enough food at home when he was younger. He began his first breakthrough social media channels like MySpace and YouTube and grew fond of the idea of being a rapper as his online fan base started to grow. Lil Durk took his career more seriously after becoming a father at 17 and dropping out of school at Paul Robeson High School to join the Black Disciples, a famous street gang in Chicago. Shortly after joining, he started having issues with the law and served time in October 2011 due to gun charges, including possession of a firearm with a defaced serial number. Lil Durk's music career. It was in 2011 that Banks started taking music seriously. After his plans to sign with Chief Keef and French Montana's labels fell through, he considered rapping as a full-time career after the releases of his two singles, Sneak Dissin' and I'm a Hitter, each of which received generally positive feedback from his audience. On October 19, 2012, Durk released his third mixtape, Life Ain't No Joke. As of September 22, 2015, the mixtape had been downloaded over 216,000 times on Dat Piff. In December 2012, Durk released a track called L's Anthem, which was remixed featuring French Montana as a re-release. Because of the popularity that L's Anthem and his follow-up single, This Ain't What You Want, gained in 2013, Durk accepted a joint venture deal with his collective, Only the Family, and Def Jam Recordings. After a while of many delays, Durk's fourth mixtape, Signed to the Streets, was released on October 14, 2013, exclusively on Dat Piff. It features two guest appearances from former Glow Gang affiliate Lil Reese, along with production credits from Paris Bueller and Young Chop, among many others. 8 music videos were released to promote the mixtape: Bars Part 2, Oh My God, 100 Rounds, This Ain't What You Want, Bang Bros, Traumatized, Hitters, and Times. Signed to the Streets would later be named the 8th best mixtape of 2013 by Rolling Stone. On October 22, 2013, in an interview with XXL, Lil Durk said he was working on his debut album under Def Jam. Also, Durk was named part of the 2014 XXL freshman class. Lil Durk's personal life. During Lil Durk's childhood, his father, Dante Banks Sr., had been serving 2 life sentences without the possibility of parole with no disclosed details. Lil Durk has a younger brother, Dante Banks Jr., that was also known as D-Thang. As of 2020, he had 6 children. He's currently in a relationship with India Royale. On May 31, 2014, Durk's cousin, rapper MacArthur OTF Nunu Swindle, was murdered. On March 27, 2015, Uchenna OTF Chino Dalla Agina, Durk's friend and the manager, was also shot dead. On November 6, 2020, Lil Durk's close friend King Von was murdered in Atlanta. Lil Durk is a practicing Muslim. Lil Durk's legal issues. Banks was arrested in 2011 on a weapon charge, which led to him being sentenced to 3 months in jail. He was later released on bond, only to be sent back to serve 87 more days. On June 5, 2013, Banks was arrested after allegedly throwing a loaded .40 caliber handgun into his car when police approached him on South Green Street in Chicago. He was charged with unlawful use of a weapon by a felon. He was held on a $100,000 bond, but his lawyer claimed to have 9 affidavits from witnesses who confirmed Durk's innocence. One witness also admitted that the gun was his. Due to the evidence provided, Banks was released on July 18, 2013. On September 4, 2015, hours before a scheduled concert performance at the Theater of Living Arts in Center City, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, a shootout happened that left Lil Durk's tour bus damaged by gunfire, and 1 man died during the scene. Durk was not arrested or questioned by police. On August 19, 2016, he was cleared of disregarding probation when he was arrested on felony gun charges. The judge dropped the charges. Lil Durk was indeed a loyal friend to King Von. Things may not have turned out the way they did the night King Von was shot if his best friend Lil Durk was with him. Lil Durk had good plans for his friend. He's still depicting his loyalty to his friend even after his death by releasing his unreleased tracks and interviews. And that's a wrap. If you enjoyed this video, all you need to do is like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video.